Markets largely shrugging off last night's attack by Israel on Iran. Joining us right now is Kinahan, IG North America CEO. Good morning to you. You know, we watched the Dow move lower, about 300 points down. Now it seems to have modulated about 150 points. NASDAQ off about 122 points. The S&P 500 off about 25 points. What are you seeing among investors that are playing, dare I say, in the futures markets or internationally, or even what you think of the movements of Bitcoin, which actually have moved up during this period?
Yeah, I will start with Bitcoin, Andrew, because I think it's really interesting to see. We've been hearing that it's a storage of value. I think everybody, or a place to turn to when there are times of trouble. I should restate that. And maybe this is a little bit of a, proving moment for them as this war, or whatever we want to call it, continues to escalate and we see more happen there. As you said, when this news first came out last night, the S&P futures were down over 80 points. So the amount that we've cut that overnight really is amazing as more details have come out. The one thing I would like to point out to investors, though, is that if you look at the VIX this morning, still below 20. VIX, to me, over 20 is where you start to get a little bit more concerned. And so, we're at about 19 and a quarter as we go on the air here. But, again, this is not a time for panic. But I do think it's a warning for investors also to really make sure that they have the positions on they want. You saw last night how quickly the narrative can change with how quickly we move down. You still do have bonds up, over a point this morning. So I wouldn't say it's an all calm, but I would say that the markets are taking a more reasonable approach, if you will, to what went on last night.
I mean, the level of the VIX, JJ, is below 20, but the options activity on the VIX is really high. I mean, we're talking about 6-year highs to levels that we saw last during volume get-in. Am I saying that right? You get the picture.
Yes.
That was a very, testing time for the market. So I'm curious what you see here, particularly given these tensions in the Middle East are continuing.
Yeah, Melissa, what we've seen over the last couple of weeks is a lot of people, I don't know if it's protecting some of the volatility they've sold or just hey, if things happen, this VIX could explode overall. You've particularly seen a lot on that 20 line over the last couple of weeks and the 25 line on VIX. So one of the things that happens with VIX, as you know, Melissa, from so many years of covering the options market, is that often when VIX does break 20, it happens in a very quick, almost an exponential fashion. In times like this, where it can go 20 to 25 very, very quickly, or even up to 30. As I said, at the moment, the fact is we are seeing it hang there. I do think that will be a crucial point, if you will, for most investors to take a look at as this continues. And it's not necessarily a huge surprise as we start to see escalating tensions, especially in the Middle East, that people may come into the VIX to try and, hedge their positions overall, because what has paid off for traders over the last couple of years has been to sell volatility. So I'm going to guess that there are still a lot of positions that have been selling volatility for the last couple of years that are looking for a place to hedge that sort of position overall, because, these big firms can't just turn that around overnight. And the fact of the matter is, as things escalate, people are going to be coming in to buy volatility elsewhere. So those market making firms, et cetera, who sell it have to find somewhere to hedge it.